Yes.
Good to see you. And Babylon. Wow, nice to see you. We've got someone from Iraq on. Who else is here? Anybody else here?
Can we see anyone? There's Babylon.
And we're just waiting. We're probably going to start moving a bit after 6. We'll wait for people to show up. But yeah, we chose Lijiang because it's pedestrian here in the old ancient town, and we thought hopefully we can handle our first live walking around whenever we don't have to watch out for too many cars. That said, there are a few garbage trucks that have gone zipping by, so we still have to be a little bit careful.
Very nice here tonight. Beautiful sky. Sunset's about to happen.
Yes, a little bit cold though. All
Hey,
right,
Michelle!
Woohoo! Good timing for Australia, it seems.
And you've got a bevo. What are you drinking? A beer? 8:30 in Oz. Okay. It's 6 p.m. here in China.
Yeah, and you can see it's a little bit cold. We're
Yeah.
rugged up a lot more than whenever we're, walking around Ho Chi Minh City or even the Middle East. So it's cold here, crisp evening, but we've had beautiful weather. And Lijiang is a beautiful old town, so we're going to take you around and show you a little bit of it. Speaking of trucks going by, there goes one. So Susan, you were here a while ago.
Yeah, I first came to Lijiang in 1997, and back then it was a very small little town. No domestic tourists at all. Chinese people didn't travel back then, and very few foreigners too. It's still the case today. There are very few foreigners here, but there are stacks of domestic tourists.
Yeah, a lot of domestic tourists. So you're going to see a lot of them, and you also see some of the things that they get up to whenever there are tourists here in China. A lot of dressing up in ethnic outfits and everything and taking photos, so a lot of photo shoots going on. Anyway, we'll take you around and show you everything. Okay, what have we got?
Whoa, 7 days of 40 plus. Yes, I saw it was so hot in Oz at the moment. So the snow is refreshing to see. Yeah, yeah, it was. Up on the mountain, it was very cold.
Yeah, and here in Lijiang, we're actually already at altitude. It's like 2,500 meters. So when we first arrived, we suffered a little bit from altitude sickness. Not sickness, but kind of like lethargic. We were lethargic.
Headache.
Yeah.
Very dehydrated.
And then up the mountain, that's 4,500 meters in a cable car. So yeah, it's been exciting.
It has, yeah.
And
how's the orientation of the screen, guys? Because we thought we were going to film this horizontally, but when we got on, YouTube told us it had to be vertical. But I'm not sure about that. So can you see us properly? Can you see behind us the town and the people?
And can you hear us all right?
Yeah. Can you hear us?
All a bit of a learning curve tonight, but yeah, we'll see if we like doing these lives, and we might do them again. We've always been a bit nervous to try.
Yeah.
Seems like a lot to walk and talk and keep up with the messages and all of that, so.
We'll see how we go. But it says, oh, you're having a Chambord and whiskey. Sorry, I missed that. Good on you. Awesome. We've got 5 on, I think it says. So
Okay.
sound is great. The picture is coming up like a reel. That
Yeah.
sounds fine.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
Unfortunately. I don't know. Next time I'll look to set it for horizontal.
Yeah, unfortunately we don't have the computer with us to fumble with the settings, like not even in China. So I think we had it set up to be this way, and so yeah, this time it's going to be looking like a reel. But if we do another live at some other point, we'll try to get it set up so it's more like horizontal.
Yep.
Yeah. And in case you guys are new to the channel, I'm Stephanie. Call me Steph.
And I'm Susan. I am Australian Kiwi.
Yes, and I am American Kiwi. So we both have dual citizenship, and both of us are Kiwis, so we tend to say that we're Kiwis because that's easier than explaining it all. That said, here in China, we're traveling, Susan's on her Aussie passport, and I'm on my US one because I had a 10-year visa here. So yeah, it's kind of weird because they're used to saying we're Kiwis, and we're handing over a passport that's not a Kiwi passport for once, so it's been a little bit odd in that way. Yeah, and so we've been doing this channel since right after COVID. And
Or during COVID.
yeah, we started during COVID. It was still COVID, but we
Yeah,
had
Australia
escaped.
was still locked down.
And New Zealand. And so, yeah, we really enjoy it. We enjoy, interacting with people. And so we thought this might be a nice way to show you in live time what we're up to and also get to know you a bit better.
And thanks for the update there, Michelle. All good, trial and error.
Yeah.
Definitely a lot of error.
Yeah, and we're not sure, like we might be turning it as we walk so that you can see more of the city and stuff. So I've got my phone here, which is why I keep looking at it, so that hopefully if people are chatting, we can keep up and, and get back to you and we don't miss anything, but yeah, it's a little bit hard.
Okay, so let's go for a walk. Let me just grab the tripod. All right, let me spin this around so you can see what we're seeing. Oops. Okay, got it. All right, now look at the people. There's just stacks of people out here tonight. Sunset's going to happen shortly, and it was a lovely sunset last night, so hopefully again tonight.
Okay, and Asad Ali Hassan, hi. You just said hi to us. Hello. Good to see you here.
And this here are the water wheels in Lijiang. Now these are a famous addition to the city. This part of China use water wheels to pump water for agricultural purposes. These ones, of course, are just ornamental in the city. And if we have a look across here, you can see local people or tourists, domestic tourists, dressing as ethnic Yunnan province people. So they're wearing all kinds of costume and having a good time. Hello, the Chinese people are very friendly. We're having a great time here.
And so that's kind of one of the things you do.
Hello. Yeah, you'll see it in an upcoming vlog of ours. We actually paid for a photo shoot and got dressed in Tibetan clothing.
Yeah, and actually it sounds cheesy, but we had great fun. It was great fun, and the photos turned out really nice.
They did. You can, if you jump on our Instagram, you can see the photos over there on our stories. We posted them last night. Yeah, thanks for watching, Basra.
Yes.
Great to see someone from Iraq, one of our favorite countries in all the world.
Absolutely.
Yep, and we hope to be back there later this year, but you can't say for sure.
Yeah, it's always hard to know. Oh, hey, your brother's on. Hey, John.
Where's John?
That's John, isn't it?
Oh,
Yeah.
it is too. Hey, hey,
Good to
boy,
see ya.
how you doing? We're in China. Let me spin you guys back around so you can see. There we go.
So Lijiang is a beautiful town.
It is. It's a lovely place. It's busy though. Here we've got a young girl dancing to some local music. So all the streets in the town are cobblestone like this. Quite hard to walk on, hard on your knees and hard on your feet after a day of trudging through the streets. But the houses, some of them have been rebuilt. There was a bad earthquake here in 1996 and it destroyed a lot of the town. There is still a core that is original, but a lot of these are rebuilt in the original style. And of course what they're selling in the shops is pretty much all for tourists. It's very touristed.
Yeah, very touristed. And we've got Hussein on. He says we look great. Thank you, Hussein. I know we look a lot colder than we did in Iraq. I'm assuming that's where you're coming in from.
Yeah.
But yeah, good to see you here. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you. Good to see some fans. We have 9 people on at the moment, so we're really happy about that on our first ever live coming to you
Exactly.
from China. Wasn't sure how this would work because most Western social medias are blocked here, but we are using an eSIM.
Yeah, and it's worked perfectly the whole time. We haven't had to put on a VPN because if you know VPNs, they slow things down quite a bit. So we thought if we have to use a VPN, maybe we can't live stream. It could be too slow. But we used an eSIM and it's been perfect.
Yeah,
it's been
so
great.
if you need an eSIM and you're traveling, we have a link in all our videos for Air Arlo eSIMs, and we use them pretty much everywhere,
Yep.
and they do work really well.
Yeah, and that's where we're live streaming from now, is from our Air Arlo
eSIM, yeah, we're live streaming from an eSIM.
So that's been good, and you really need to have an eSIM, or you need to have a VPN in China, because if you don't, like I've put on the Wi-Fi a few times and like nothing exists that we use.
There's no Google apps at all, so your Gmail, your Google Maps, Google itself. Yeah, all right, let's turn you back around. So the town is built on these little waterways. All through the town are these cute little bridges and beautiful, clean water flowing. It's really lovely. It's a spunky little town, I have to say. And yeah, I was drawn here back in 1997, long before it was touristed. And first time, and I told Steph about it for years. So it's great to finally get her to come.
Yeah, and I'm loving it. It's a gorgeous little town. I thought at first it might be like just too over touristed, that it wouldn't be at all interesting anymore, but actually it's still interesting, and the people are still really friendly and wonderful here. So we've had a great time.
And we've had a lot of good interaction with domestic tourists. So Chinese tourists have been lovely, helpful, and many speak English now. So that was also an eye-opener and very handy for us.
And if they don't speak English, they grab their phones and they've got the translator app and they just translate. In fact, sometimes they're so good at it and you're having like a really in-depth conversation, and then like you stop and I come back to the person and I speak English, totally forgetting that we weren't actually speaking whenever they were on.
So what do you guys think? Does it look like a nice town?
And originally it's a Nashi village,
Yeah.
which is one of the ethnic minorities here in China.
Yeah, in Yunnan province there are a lot of ethnic minorities, and Nashi are the key ones here in this area.
Okay, so people are saying it looks great. So yeah, I'm glad. We also think it's great.
Yeah.
There's a lot of really special food here as well. So there's things like flour cakes that they make.
Yeah, let's come and show you.
Yeah,
Here's
let's
the
show you
shop.
the flour cakes.
Yeah, I'll turn you around. Yeah, so flour cakes. So these cakes are full of often rose petals, and they kind of taste like Turkish ni hao. They kind of taste like Turkish Turkish delight, the rose one, the pink one. So this is them here. So we have some taro ones. They're often red bean. These ones I think are red bean, and these ones are rose. Are they rose? Where's the rose? Which ones are rose?
They're all rose. Oh, they all have rose inside, I think she said.
Oh, okay. Do you want to buy one and show them?
Yeah, sure. One? How much is
One rose.
Two? Okay, that's the usual price here.
Yeah, so RUN, which is 2.
It's about 50 cents.
Yeah.
She's very interested in what we're doing. I think this one. Okay, good. Okay.
Then answer Michelle.
Oh, yes, this is Lijiang is the name.
Lijiang is the name.
Yes, and so, yeah, Lijiang is the city name. And I've got to get out of here and
Pay for this.
so
So the whole time we've been in China, we haven't used cash, not once. We don't even have any yuan cash.
no, we scan. We use Alipay, and we scan.
Two.
Two. Oh, I have to close this.
No, just move it.
Move it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's two.
Yep.
Okay, and okay.
There we go.
Confirm. Oh, but to Face ID again. Okay. I think with my hat, it didn't think it was me. All right.
Thank you. 谢谢.
So easy as that. It's paid with Alipay, and you can hook it up to like Revolut account or to show a credit card, an international credit card. A lot of places here don't accept your international credit card, but if you do it through Alipay, you're fine.
Yeah, so we've been using Alipay like there's no tomorrow.
Exactly. So here, let me try it.
So take it out the packet so people can
This
see
is
it.
a hot one. Still
Oh, it's still warm.
very
Nice.
hot. And
The pastry on them's lovely, eh?
it's lovely, and if you bite it,
You can see the rose petals in there. They're in a kind of a jelly or a jam, which is the taste is just like Turkish Delight.
exactly. So it's a really flaky pastry, and it basically feels like it's got Turkish Delight in there.
Yeah, so
Very
very
delicious.
lovely, eh?
Yeah.
And for 50 cents, it's a great little snack.
Exactly. And very famous here in Yunnan.
Yeah. So yeah, this is Lijiang, Michelle. Lijiang. Oh, we've lost a couple of people. We're down to 5. What?
Your brother says we're torturing him with delicious food again.
Indeed. Need to go travel, John? Yeah, so it's wonderful to be here. Unfortunately, tonight is our last night. So we're back to Ho Chi Minh tomorrow, back to Vietnam. But we'll be planning more trips before long.
And definitely we'll be back in China. Neither of us have been here since before the pandemic. And now that we've realized just how easy it is to come back, we'll be back.
Yeah, there's no visa required now. New Zealand, Australian, most Western passports don't require a visa.
And the US still requires one, but I had a 10-year visa already. So I just came on that. Even though it was in my old passport, I could just bring it with my new passport, and they accepted it just fine.
So yeah, very easy to travel here now. And of course, because we're in Vietnam, it's a neighbouring country. So just a couple of hours flight to get here. Here's the police. Let me spin you back around.
So you can see it's getting pretty crowded.
Yeah.
Of an evening, everyone is done with their day trips and they're all back in the city.
Let us show you something that's really delicious. Over here, these candy fruits. So they're like Aussies and Kiwis, if you're on, you'll know toffee apples. So these are toffee strawberries, grapes, blueberries, and they're really delicious. We had a small one earlier today at the mall when we made a video about the supermarkets here. So you'll see that on a short probably. Here we've got some nice pomegranate juice. Look how rich that is. That's really good. Iraq's pomegranates are some of the best we've ever seen, but those look pretty good there too.
Yeah, we're teasing you with good food, Michelle. There's lots of good food, lots of good snacks. There's a really good night market here that we went to a couple of times, and yeah, lots of good stuff.
Indeed. All right. How long have we been on? 20 minutes. So let's have a look over here. Something's just caught my eye. They're doing a photo shoot here. The girls are all dressed up in ethnic clothing. So most of these young people are from the big cities like Chongqing, Chengdu, Guangzhou, and they come here for a holiday and to take photos, and don't they look beautiful? And they're shy, they're very cute. Here's a girl using a pocket, if you know that type of camera. Hello, hello, ni hao. So this is obviously a very picturesque street, and that's why they're all here for their photos. Look at that. Look at all those umbrellas.
Painted umbrellas are beautiful.
Yeah. Flowers. So it's coming into spring here. The days are quite warm, but the nights are very cold. Once the sun goes, we're getting down to, well, some nights near zero. But at the moment, it's warmed up and it's about 7 overnight. But yeah, you can see it's really beautiful, and these restaurants lining the canal. Yeah, you're right, John. It does look beautiful. It is beautiful. They really do places up well here in China.
And I think we missed Badinki earlier, who is watching from Bahar Jaru. Is that right? Bahar, no, sorry. I can't
Baru.
see. Johar
Baru.
Baru, okay.
Yeah, from Malaysia.
And
Hello.
he says this is on the bucket list, so.
Awesome. Hello, ni hao. Oh, that music's loud. Let's try and get away from the music. If you like chilies, there are a lot of chilies in China. Look at that. Whoa, that's a bit much for me. Hello. No, thank you. I don't know what he was saying there. Something about a video, actually. But isn't that restaurant beautiful? Look at those flowers. It's a bit too noisy though, so let's get away from that. Let's go up here in a quieter street. So you can see of an evening it gets really busy. Everyone's back from, like Steph said, their day trips up the mountain.
And yak. That is another thing that's really big here. You get yak yogurt, yak milk, yak meat. Everything yak you get in this part of China.
Yeah, so there are quite a few shops around selling. This lady's eating some yak ice cream or milk or a coffee. Not sure. Can I zoom in? You can see it there. So quite delicious. It just doesn't taste too strong. It's not like goat's milk. It's not as strong as that, but it is a little stronger than cow's milk. But it's quite palatable, not bad at all. Tea shops, they're big on tea in Yunnan. They grow a lot of tea here because of the mountains. Good tea growing weather, and they sell them in these discs. So we buy loose leaf tea in a box, in a packet, but they sell them in discs, compressed discs. Hello.
And the next shop is also something that's famous here in Yunnan. It's mushrooms.
Yeah, mushrooms. Now, I don't like mushrooms. Steph does. But they have every kind of mushroom known to man in this area. And some of them look pretty scary.
So they use them in hot pots. They use them in stir fries. They use them in everything.
Yeah. Crazy. Hello, sir. How are you? Hi. Ni hao. People are quite friendly. They don't get many Western tourists, so you're still quite a novelty, which of course is very nice. I guess, they get a lot more foreigners in Shanghai or Beijing, but not to these third-tier cities.
And it takes quite a while to get here, even to fly here. So it was over 3 hours from
domestically
from Guangzhou. So yeah, it took a little time.
But look at the architecture, isn't it beautiful? I just love it. And from a photography point of view, it's spectacular. Absolutely spectacular.
All right, we've got Bard on who says hi.
Hi, Bard. Hello.
Good to see you, Anna.
Yep. Good to see you. Okay, we'll do a little blocky around here and then we'll probably call it a night because we're going to jump on TikTok for a live after this.
Do a little live there. But yes, the busy area back there is like the nicest, the place that you want to go and take your pictures and maybe have some food. But it's also the noisiest.
Yeah,
so
and crowded.
We need to get out of there.
Yeah, but I love these little, let me spin you around. I love these little back streets like this. No people, quintessentially Chinese, just gorgeous. And the Lunar New Year's coming up, so there are a lot of lanterns out and celebrations getting ready.
Yep. Coming up on the year of the horse.
Yeah. So we saw a few shops last night selling lanterns and red envelopes and the paraphernalia that goes with Chinese New Year. Here we've got a temple, is it? I'm not sure. What is this? Might be a hotel. Let me just have a little bo peep for you. Show you a courtyard. Nice and quiet in here. Lovely courtyard. Just love the architecture. So beautiful. All right, where's Steph? Boutique hotel. Don't know where we're going. Hopefully we can swing back around. What's that from Michelle?
And she says she'll have to follow us on TikToks. Thanks, ladies, for showing us around the beautiful city. Yeah, good. It was our pleasure.
It's our pleasure, Michelle. Thank you for coming to our first ever live. We have 7 on, and I think we had a dead end.
Oh, probably. Out to the bathrooms, to the restrooms.
All right, we might call this a night here.
Yep.
Let's spin it around. So thank you guys who came out for our first ever live on YouTube. If you missed it, we're going to leave it up probably for a week at least.
Yep.
And thanks very much for watching.
And next
Friday will be the first video dropping from China.
Yep. So our actual first video from China will be out Friday as usual. And thanks for watching.
Thank you. See you next time.
We're Girls on the Loose.
We are. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
How do I stop this? End.